Hi, Christina Yates here with Platinum Real Estate Professionals. I'm going to talk to you about short sales. I get questions on what is a short sale and how do I qualify? Well, first part of that is a short sale is when you owe more on your house than what it's worth. Now, when we say that, we don't just mean your loan balance and your property values. You have to factor in there any of your closing costs as well. And as a seller, we usually see a range between maybe 6 to 8% of the sales price becomes your closing cost. So you want to factor that in as well. So how do you qualify for a short sale? Well, there's 3 stages to qualifying for the short sale. The first part of that is going to be your financial hardship. And when you're doing a financial hardship, there's an application that you fill out. Some are going to be a standard that they use for Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Some lenders will have their own special short sale application, but it's all very similar to when you actually go to qualify to purchase the property. So you're going to be providing like your income documentation, your bank statements, your tax returns. It's going to be all that kind of information. And then they typically ask for a hardship letter as well. So when it comes to the financial package, you're doing that because you're trying to show your lender why you have to do a short sale and why you can no longer afford the house. So it's similar when you're buying. When you're buying, you're showing this is why I can afford the house. And when you're doing a short sale, you're presenting the same paperwork, but you're showing this is why I can't afford the house anymore. Reasons for short sale. Some are going to be divorce. It could be a death in the family. It could be a loss of job. It could be a reduction in income. It can be an overwhelming burden of expenses. There's a number of things that can qualify. So the best thing is always to talk to a professional that handles short sales, just to check to see if you do qualify for one, because not everybody will. You can't just say that I want to short sell my house because I don't want to pay for it anymore. That doesn't work. So the other stage of qualifying for your short sale is to make sure that when you're selling your property, whether by yourself or through an agent, it's the same thing, you need to make sure that you're selling your property for what its true value is and in as is condition. So it's not saying, hey, my house needs a new roof and houses fixed up in the neighborhood are selling for 350. You're going to have to take into account a new roof because you're not going to be in a financial hardship and be able to take care of things like that. So as long as you're selling your property in its current as is value, that's what they're looking for. So the way a lender will find that out is by way of ordering either an appraisal, or sometimes they'll ask for a broker price opinion. Broker price opinion, also referred to as a BPO, is nothing more than kind of a short way to an appraisal. It's not done by an appraiser, it's done by typically a real estate agent. And they're just giving an opinion of the value to make sure that it's being sold again for what it's really worth. Because if your house is worth 300, they're not going to accept a short sale offer of 150,000. It's not get houses at huge discounts type of stuff when we're dealing with short sales, and that's something that is a misconception by buyers and sellers. And then the third step is whatever buyer you have, making sure that they qualify for the property. So when you get an offer, typically when you have a property listed with a listing agent, usually whenever a buyer's agent comes in, presents an offer to them, they're going to have along with that a pre-qualification letter, or if somebody's paying cash, proof of funds. So it's important to show that this is a legitimate buyer who is qualified to buy the property, and you're probably going to have some documentation to make sure that that buyer is not in any way related to you as the seller, that it is a completely disinterested third party coming in to buy the property. And again, it's the same kind of thing. They want to make sure that you're selling the property for the current value, but also to make sure that you're not just having somebody, your cousin or your aunt or uncle or whoever, your friend, coming in and buying your property at a discounted price just to turn around and sell it back to you so that now you get the discount of $100,000 on your mortgage. A short sale is for a true financial hardship, and it's something that you're not going to be able to find your way out of it. We also have had short sale situations where maybe somebody had to be transferred. Their job was in Nevada, and next thing you know, they're being transferred to California. What are they going to do with the house? They can't rent it. You need to sell it, but property value is not there to cover your mortgage. Well, then in that case, that would also incur a short sale request. So best thing is, if you ever have any questions, pick up the phone and call, whether it's myself or somebody else that you trust as a real estate agent or a short sale advisor. Anyway, I hope that answers some questions for everybody, and have a great day. Bye for now.